Hello friends, welcome to this tutorial. If there is some background noise, please forgive me for that because it's raining heavily here. So if there is any disturbance, please don't mind. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to animate colors inside of After Effects. When we talk about colors, when we talk about animating colors, we are confused what to do. And in this lesson, I want a gradient, and that gradient should follow a path. In other words, we can say that we want colors to follow a path, and that's a bit tricky to make. This question is from one of Udemy's student, and I thought, why don't I make it for all of you? And here it is. So let's begin. In After Effects, let's create a new composition, and I'm using 1280 by 720. You may use 920 by 1080, whatever you like. And my frame rate is 23.976, and let's set its duration to 5 seconds only. And you can use whatever you want. Just okay it. And now first thing first, let's take pen tool, set fill to none, and set stroke to a solid color with pretty high thickness. I'm using 30 points because when we are going to fill gradient in it, it should be visible. And let's draw the path. I am drawing just a random path. You may create whatever you like, just a random path here. And when it comes to gradient, obviously you can just select the path and go to the stroke, and you can choose gradient fill on it. And now if you go to properties under the shape layer 1, contents, and inside here you will get gradient stroke. You can obviously edit gradient and change colors according to you. You can just click here and add more colors. Another one. And when you want to remove any, just press and drag it, and it will be removed. So you can do whatever you like. But when you fill gradient in this way, this will not work for us. Why? Because there are no points to control colors. And obviously you can use these points to change the angle, but we cannot use these points to follow along the path. So in other words, you cannot do this in this way. So what we are going to do, we are going to set its stroke fill type. And besides using gradient stroke like this, we are going to use 4 color gradient, which is under generate menu of effects. Just click on it and you will get 4 colors. You can change these by using these colors, and I'm not going to change any. You can do it yourself. Now the interesting thing is you can use these points, point 1, point 2, point 3, and point 4. And here they are at the corner of the path. You can just select the point, and when you move them, colors will get changed. Alright, now we are going to use these points to animate the gradient, and there is no way directly to make these points follow the path. This is a bit tricky, and I'm going to show you how to do it. First, we are going to create an object which will follow the path, not these points obviously. First, create an object. And in my mind, I'm thinking that why we don't create a null object, because we don't want any heart-shaped layer. We don't want to show the object. it will just follow the path. So let's go to layer, new, and create a null object. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to open position parameter just by hitting P key. And inside the shape layer, go to path parameter, select it, and go to edit and just copy it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select position parameter of the null object and just paste the path. Alright, what it's doing, it's creating 4 keyframes here, and your null object will nicely follow the path. You got the idea? What you can do, you can just select all keyframes, and these are row across the time. That means if you select the last keyframe and move, let's undo it. First deselect all points, and now by holding the last keyframe you can move it, and in between keyframes will move according to it. That means the animation of speed will become constant whether you are shrinking it or you are just expanding the timing. If this keyframe will be far away, animation will be slow, but it will be constant between all keyframes. If you shrink it, animation will be fast, but again it will be constant. So you can change this. How? Just select all keyframes and right click, just uncheck row across time, and now these are independent keys. So you can do whatever you like, and I'm going to undo it. I don't want to change the animation timing. Alright, now we need 4 null objects corresponding to each gradient point. So just select it, and what we can do, just hit Command D or Control D to duplicate it 3 more times. Just Control D, Control D, Control D, and there will be 4 null objects, but they are on top of each other right now, so we can see only one. So we can do just adjust timings like this. Now there will be 4 null objects following the same path. Alright, now what we have to do to make gradient points follow the path, we let's first expand this. Now select all null objects, press P to open position parameter of all, and now expand shape layer and go to effect, 4 color gradient, and position and colors. Alright, let me shrink it some more. Okay, now we have to add expression. Scary, yeah? Don't worry, you don't have to write anything. You just have to press and hold Alt or Option key on the Mac and click on this stopwatch. It will allow us to add some expression to it. And I'm not going to write an expression. We just use this pick whip and click and drag it and link it to position of first null object. Alright, now just apply it by clicking anywhere else, and what it will do, it will just let me select shape layer so that you can see it. It will just follow the path. Let me expand it to see clearly, and select 4 color gradient and see the point here. You got the idea. This is nicely following the path. Alright, Now do the same for other 3 points. Just press Alt or Option key. Add expression to point 2. Use pick whip and parent it with the second null's position. Apply it. Same with third point. Alright. And add expression to fourth point and parent it with the fourth null position. Alright, let's expand it, and here it is. All colors will follow the path. Now you can do whatever you like create another path and then track matte. Maybe there will be another color in that path, and when you track matte, there will be nice colors flowing inside the path. Alright, so it will be very helpful when you want any circle and in that circle you want to follow the gradient or anything else. So that is it, guys. Thank you for watching it.